This weekend is all about understanding your worth. There's this imbalance between what we want to do and what we have to do. And it can cause some frustration to bubble up, some tensions to happen, maybe self-doubt sets in. So flexibility and a love for yourself are key factors in creating a successful future that's grounded and sustainable under this energy. Now, how do we do that, Tilly? We'll sit back, relax, and let's explore the cosmic energies, and together we can gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your positive, loving support that you send me each and every day, and welcome to your weekend focus for July 29th and the 30th. 2023. So we'll start with the numerology. Oh, don't forget, this is the last weekend. Okay, so go over to Instagram, subscribe to my channel. I'll leave the information in the box. The cutoff is the 30th, so this is the weekend to get your name into the hat for a free draw. And if you were already a subscriber, your name was already in the hat. So just wanted to mention that. Okay, Saturday, 29 energy. The 29 energy is about building our strength, building our wisdom, and building upon our wisdom. And if we do 2 plus 9, it's an 11 energy. Okay, so the 11 energy is this light. So the 29 is wisdom. And now we have it boiled down to the 11 energy, which is light. So shedding a light on your wisdom. Maybe you bring it out into the open, something that you can do well, but you've always kind of shadowed it from other people. Or maybe you've shadowed it from yourself. Maybe, you stopped painting a long time ago, but you were good at it when you did it. Or writing, you had a flair and a love for it. Maybe it was gardening. Maybe it was fashion design, modeling, remodeling a home. Maybe it was building sheds or birdhouses, whatever it was. Okay, this is a time to bring your wisdom into being and allowing that light to shine on it, to open up doorways and open up paths forward to your dreams, to your successes. Now, if we look at the daily numerology for Saturday, it'd be a 7 plus 11 plus a 7, which is a 25 energy. The 25 energy is success after great difficulties. So if you have been going through some trials, know that the successes are right around the corner for you under this energy. 2 plus 5 is a 7 energy. So the 7 energy is standing in your own truth, not allowing other people to, put a glass ceiling in front of you or above you. I guess it would be a ceiling. The 7 energy is about not making compromises that you give a part of yourself away, or not agreeing to things where you just give a part of yourself away, to put yourself first. And it is about growing and deepening those relationships and bringing harmony and beauty into your environment, into your relationships. On Sunday, we have the 30 energy. The 30 energy is about celebration. It's about work well done. It's about seeing what you've already accomplished, looking backwards maybe a little bit and recognizing it. Where we're so busy in life, we don't stop to notice the good deeds we've done, the building blocks we've managed to put in place. And so it's a time to just stop for a second and think about your greatness, your talents, your abilities, what you've done in the past, say 14 days, maybe the last month, maybe the last 6 months, the last year, and do a comparison of where you were and where you are now. And celebrate that. Celebrate who you are. Good messages, too, can come in under 30 energy. So if you've been waiting for that phone call back or that email back, it could very well show up for you on a 30 energy kind of day. Now, 3 plus 0 is a 3 energy, and that is about celebration. That is about laughter. That is about good news coming in. But it is about your transformation and using your voice to transform your world going forward, or using your thoughts to do that. Okay, now if we did the daily numerology for Sunday, it would be a 7 plus a 3 plus a 7 gives us a 17. Yes, making the impossible possible. So, you know, you describe your dream or your goal or your vision of your tomorrow to somebody else, okay? They cannot see it the way you can see it. They cannot do it the way you can do it. Therefore, when you ask them their opinion, they're probably going to squash it like a little bug. So it's about knowing that you've got what it takes. You've got the talent. You've got the ability. And embrace your courage. Embrace your strength. And go forward. Go forward with a sense of integrity. 1 plus 7 is an 8. That's abundance in the pocket. And how do we bring in that abundance? We embrace our courage. We embrace our strength. We take a risk on ourselves. We make the impossible possible. Sun is in Leo, and on Saturday the moon's in Sag right until almost midnight. So we'll be waking up Sunday to a Capricorn moon. So a real difference in energy between the two, because the Sag is all about that optimism and wonderful feelings, and the Capricorn kind of brings us down to earth a little bit and says, okay, we got to make a plan. We got to have a strategy. We got to have a to-do list. We have to walk towards our successes. Now, on Saturday, the Sun and Saturn are talking, so we could feel like we are restricted in our self-expression, or perhaps we're restricted in our freedoms. We can't do what we want to do. There's an imbalance between what you want to do and what you have to do, and that's going to cause frustration. That's going to cause tension, because you know you're kind of on what you have to do, those obligations and responsibilities. We're not liking them. Okay, and it's a time to stay flexible. It's time to stay open-minded, because once you start doing that, okay, you can start to adjust. Okay, incorporate, more of a balance between the two. On Sunday, Venus and Neptune. Now they've been talking. I don't know if you remember, way back in July 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, right around there anyways, okay? And this conversation has been continuing, and they get closer together, and we feel the energy intensely, and then it kind of spreads out a little bit, and then they get close to each other again. And that's because both are in retrograde, so it's doing havoc to our worlds when it comes to Venus and Neptune. Anyways, Venus and Neptune brought in this, heightened our imaginations. We filled us with optimism, to hope, to wish for a better future, or money, or romance, beautiful things, health, well-being, successes. And once again, okay, we go back to the original lesson. Okay? What can become a reality depends on how strong your self-love is. We need the mindset that we're worthy, that we deserve this. Otherwise, this energy is likely to be hampered by thoughts of insecurity, uncertainty, guilt, self-doubt. So if you're feeling those things, know immediately that there's a step up you need to do in loving yourself. Okay, now I've got my journal and book available to you, but however you decide to start showing yourself how precious you are, how deserving you are, how worthy you are, and fall in love with yourself completely and unconditionally. That's hard to do at first, but trust me, it starts to get easier and easier, and before you know it, it will be just a natural habit. It's like how you start brushing your teeth every morning, right? Just a way of being. So pay attention to any kind of imbalances, okay? In maybe giving or receiving love, because these kinds of energies will become very apparent for us. Okay, let's turn to the card. The cards, not just one card. We'll look at all of them, but we'll pick a few. And remember to subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified every time I release new content. Please and thank you. Okay. Well, they just don't want to be shuffled, so we won't shuffle anymore. We'll get right to it. So our first card, the shadow card, is the Two of Wands. And this is us summoning in our tomorrow. The things we want, the things we are wishing for, the things that we are hoping for. And we're looking forward and we're saying, come into my life. I am ready for you. Okay, because we have prepared ourselves in this card. There is no clutter around us. It's open space for those new beginnings to come into existence, for those things to become reality in your life. So look around yourself, and is there clutter still? Are there things standing in the way of you really stepping forward the way you want to step forward? Pay attention to those things. Okay, our first card is the Six of Cups. Now, there is a lot of retrograde happening, so this could be something from the past coming in, absolutely. So we maybe melancholy, or we'll say, I remember when I did this and I wish life was just like this again because this was happening, or I hope life never gets like that again, when we go back into time. But the way I like to read this card and the way I think, I kind of had to throw that out there just to see, but I'm hearing, it's about loving yourself. That's what this reading is about. So we are the child. And look at how we're pulling away. We don't want to get too close to those flowers because somebody told us once not to get close to the flowers. What makes you so great that these flowers should be for you? They're not your flowers. Don't even go near them. You'll probably wreck them. You'll probably kill them. Go stand somewhere you should be seen, not heard anyways. Right? Our angel appears. Our guide appears. And says these flowers were meant for you all along. That was somebody's opinion. That wasn't the law. But when we are young, when we are, trying to fit in, trying to be loved, trying to be accepted, trying to be respected, because we crave all those things, even as a young child. And if somebody says, don't do that, don't touch that, we don't. People don't like it when you do that. Well, you stop immediately because you want people to like you. We are a social creature. So it's quite easy for us to be, formed into thinking that those flowers aren't for us at all. That we will bring havoc to the situation if we even step near them. And it's simply not the truth. So it's about going within. It's about understanding a little bit more about your inner child and what doors did you close on your inner child so that you would be loved, so that you would be wanted and welcome, that you would be respected within certain communities, family, relationships, work environments. And once you figure out what doors you slammed shut, you can start to reopen those doors. And remember just how wonderful you truly are. We have the Seven of Swords. Don't be sharing your goals and your desires with a lot of people this weekend, okay? Kind of keep it to yourself, okay? Don't boast. You don't have to speak about all you have. And you don't have to speak about all your knowledge. With this card, it's right in the middle. I wouldn't trust too many, your close circle. But don't just share information with somebody else. They could use it to backstab you. They could use it against you. They could use it because they think it was hilarious that they go and tell their friends and exaggerate on how funny it is. So that you don't even have a starting chance by the time you actually get to the starting line. You come into work and your buddy's there and you say, hey, I thought of this great idea. Wow, wouldn't that help productivity around here? And yeah, it sounds good. He goes, and you excuse yourself. You're going to step into the washroom and get ready for your day of work. And when you come out, you see your friend shaking hands with the boss because they've just taken your idea as their own. And things like that happen all the time, right? Get stabbed in the back by those people that we thought we could trust. So close circle only. It's also about understanding exactly what we need to take forward with us and what we do not need, and really understanding that. Now here we walked by a sword that was standing straight up, a couple of them actually. They would have been really easy to grab, but instead we walked right by those, and we're bending down to pick that one on the ground. We're actually struggling to make sure that that sword in particular comes forward with us. So don't be too fast to move forward if you don't have everything that you need in the present moment, okay? The present moment. You have to remember the present moment, okay? So it's not about the next 500 steps. It's about the next step. And then it's about the next step. And keep going back to the basics and understanding, okay, we're good. The next step. We're good. The next step. And look at this. The Three of Cups comes out that says celebrate, have fun, joy. So this is about good news coming our way. This is about celebrating. This is about getting together with friends, family, loved ones, and just experiencing joy together. Happy times together. And there could be cause for celebration. It might not actually be your actual celebration, but you are glad to be included in the celebration, and it does raise your energy and your vibration. So why not? We're going to pick another one. The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. I love the Two of Pentacles because a lot of times we can push those things that we need to pay attention to the back burner, right? Sweep it under the rug, can't see it, doesn't really exist, right? And sometimes in our decision making, we also do that. Now, here we are, and we're standing there on this cliff, and we see two ships coming in, identical ships. Both of them, each of them represent a path forward that we can take. And we have two coins, one in each hand. And it's of similar value. So, two ships the same, two coins representing our abundance going forward, the same. So, regardless of which path we decide on, what way to go forward, what decision we make. The important thing is we need to make a decision. Because when this card comes out, we wait and we wait and we wait, and then we find out that neither option is available to us anymore. So it's not a thing where it'll work its own way out. We have to make that decision. So don't be pushing things to the back burner, because you may run out of options doing that. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is once again get together, heart to heart, get along with, go and pick somebody up for a lunch date in the park or something. I always call this guy the knight in shining armor. He's not in, he's in his Sunday best. He's all dressed up. He's trying to look good. He's trying to impress. He's got that blanket he's going to throw down on the grass. Probably some food. He definitely has a wine goblet in his hand there. So obviously he's brought some drinks for us. And it's about just connecting and just having a wonderful time, about nothing in particular. No secret agenda or anything. Just getting together just because. And growing those relationships stronger and deeper. Bringing in beauty and harmony into the relationships. We will get... It's very much a free will kind of energy weekend for us. There's no major arcana coming out for us. I think even we only had a knight. We usually the board's been filled with royalty. So we only have the knight. So it really is about, just celebrating ourselves, celebrating each other. Growing your self-love. Knowing that you are deserving. And taking that to your core. Just don't know it on the surface. Know it deep inside. That no storm will make you waver. Because you know you deserve it. You know you're worthy. And you do put yourself first. And you do take care of yourself. Because if you're not okay, how are you going to take care of anyone else? How are you going to do the things that you want to do? So it's imperative that you are okay. So put yourself number one, please. Okay, we have empowerment, 45. The 9 energy appears with empowerment. Oh, I have a fly. I haven't had many flies this year. Haven't been home long enough, though, to really see if there have been flies. Okay, there might be pictures within the pictures here. The moment for respect for life and all living things, attuning to nature and to the creatures of earth is at hand. Tune into the deep well of compassion that spills over readily to anyone who needs your help. You are being directed to take action, to remove difficulties and resolve problems. Be receptive to guidance from wherever it happens to come. Don't be surprised to receive support from unusual avenues. Be alert to seemingly random input, which will give you clues and ideas that have not occurred to you earlier. Once you have picked up on these signs, pursue them diligently and with determination. The potential for them to pay off is immense. As soon as you know what action to take, don't hesitate. Take it. So, wow. Yeah, it's a weekend to grow your empowerment, your strength, your knowledge and your wisdom, your light, your wisdom and your light. And putting a shining light on that wisdom, on your talents, on your abilities, on what makes you, you. We'll get an animal card. Journal, sit in meditation, quietly contemplate, talk to God, your angels, your guides, the universe, source. And we have the B, community. You'll be able to read this? I don't know. Yes. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. You are the queen of abundance. Perhaps you're the king of abundance. It doesn't really matter. The abundance is waiting for you, and you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. You know, if you don't do it, then we can't celebrate you. Okay, and that goes to, the gal or the guy who are making, beaded earrings. Like, thank you. Because when I put them on, I feel beautiful. So I wouldn't have that opportunity if you didn't use your abilities, your talents, and made it accessible to me. So never underestimate your power to change another's life, to bring happiness into someone's world with just a couple of words or gestures or a little bit of your talents and abilities mixed in. You are the queen of abundance. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.